Hello friends, today we will solve problems based on superposition theorem. The problem statement is find current flowing through 2 ohm resistance using superposition theorem. So very first step is just to mark the terminals through which we need the current. So here we need to calculate current through 2 ohm resistance. So let us mark the terminals A and B. The theorem is current flowing through 2 ohm due to both the sources 28 volt and 7 volt at one time is equal to the algebraic sum of the current through 2 ohm due to 28 volt and 7 volt sources acting separately. Here meaning is I have to calculate current flowing through 2 ohm due to 28 volt only. At that time, this 7 volt source must be removed. And to remove the voltage source, we have to replace by a short circuit, or if its internal resistance is given, we have to replace that source by its internal resistance. This is the first step. Now in the next step, I will calculate current through 2 ohm due to 7 volt battery only. At that time, this 28 volt source must be removed. Then I have to take algebraic sum. The meaning of algebraic sum is I have to consider the direction. Okay. So very first step is let us calculate the current through 2 ohm due to 28 volt. So whatever the source is there, 7 volt source, this source is shorted. Now here we will calculate current through 2 by using say current divider rule. For that, first we will calculate a total resistance seen by the battery. So here I will write RT. That means this 28 volt is observing a resistance RT that is equal to this 1 and 2 are in parallel. So it is 1 parallel 2, and that parallel combination is in series with 4. So whatever your resistance is there, it is 1 into 2 divided by 1 plus 2 plus 4, that is 2 by 3 plus 4. Now this value comes out to be 4.66 ohm. So this is the resistance seen by the source. Now I will calculate current flowing through this one, that is the total current IT. So your IT comes out to be 28 volt divided by a total resistance, that is 4.66 ohm. This value comes out to be 6 ampere. That means 6 ampere current is the current delivered by this source. Now that current will come up to this node, and afterwards current gets divided. Okay, that means if I calculate now current through 2 ohm due to 20 volt battery, and if I write that to be say I2 ohm dash, then by using current divider rule, so it is the opposite resistance 1 divided by 1 plus 2 into 6. So that comes out to be 6 by 3, that is 2 ampere. Now this 2 ampere current is flowing in a downward direction, that is from A to B. Okay, so this is our first answer. That means this is the response because of 28 volt battery only. Now in the next step, we have to calculate the current through 2 ohm due to 7 volt battery. At that time, whatever the 28 volt battery is there, that should be removed. That means how to replace 28 volt battery by short circuit. Again, we will follow the same procedure. Now here we will measure the resistance measured by this battery, let it be RT. Then we will calculate current delivered by the battery, let it be IT. So in the first calculation, your RT, that is the total resistance seen by the battery, that value comes out to be, so let us check, RT is equal to, so now these 4 and 2 are in parallel, and that parallel combination is series with resistance 1. So it is 1 plus 4 parallel 2. So this value comes to be 1 plus 4 into 2 divided by 4 plus 2. Now this value is 1 plus 8 by 6, and this value comes to be 2.33 ohm. Now the current delivered by the battery of 7 volt, that is IT, is equal to 7 volt divided by 2.33. So this value comes out to be 3 ampere. That means 3 ampere current is the current that is up to node A, and afterwards that current gets divided in 2 ohm resistance and 4 ohm resistance. So again, by using current divider rule, if I use the notation I 2 ohm double dash is the current flowing through 2 ohm due to 7 volt source is nothing but opposite resistance 4 divided by 4 plus 2 into 3. So that comes to be 12 divided by 6, that is 2 ampere. Now this 2 ampere current is again flowing in the downward direction, that is nothing but A to B. So let this be equation number 2. The previous is equation number 1. Now how to calculate the overall response? That means current flowing through 2 ohm due to 28 volt and 7 volt source by using superposition theorem is I 2 ohm is equal to I 2 ohm dash, that is due to first source, and I 2 ohm double dash, that is due to second source. That means here your first current is 2 ampere, second current is 2 ampere, so that is equal to 4 ampere. So 4 ampere is the current flowing through 2 ohm resistance when 28 volt and 7 volt sources are acting at one time. Now, if the question is to verify this theorem, then for a given circuit, I will use either say mesh or node analysis and calculate current flowing through 2. So that answer, if it is equal to 4 ampere, it means the theorem is verified. Here, problem statement is find current flowing through 8 ohm resistance using superposition theorem. So very first step is just to mark the terminals A and B. Now whatever the theorem is there, current flowing through 8 ohm due to all three sources is equal to the algebraic sum of the currents through 8 ohm due to 18 volt, 12 volt and 3 ampere sources acting separately. So very first step is just to find out the current flowing through 8 ohm due to 18 volt source only. That means during this one we will remove 3 ampere source and 2 volt source. So just to remove the current source we have to open it. So here we have opened, whereas to remove the voltage source we have to short it. Now there is just one loop, and this loop includes the total resistance RT of value 3, 8, 6 and 2. That means these four resistances are in series, so total resistance comes out to be 19 ohm. And if I use the Ohm's law, then current delivered by this battery, if I write say IT, that is the total current, so IT comes out to be 18 volt divided by 19 ohm. So that value comes out to be 0.947 ampere. Now this current is the current flowing through 8 ohm. So my first answer I 8 ohm dash, this is the current through 8 ohm due to 18 volt comes out to be 0.947 ampere. So let this be equation number 1. Here important thing is we have to note the direction. So this current is flowing from A to B. And the second step, we have to remove 18 volt and 3 ampere. That means we have to consider only 12 volt source. So your circuit is like this one. Now again there is a single loop. Now this battery of 12 volt is delivering the current, say IT, and to measure IT we have to calculate RT, that is again the total resistance seen by the battery. RT is nothing but 8, then 3, 2 and 6 are in series. So your total resistance RT comes out to be 19 ohm. Okay. Now the current delivered by the battery IT by using Ohm's law is 12 volt divided by 19 ohm. So this value comes out to be 0.631 ampere. And this is the current that is flowing through 8 ohm. So my second calculation, I 8 ohm double dash, that is current flowing through 8 ohm due to 12 volt source acting alone is 0.631 ampere, but in this case the current is flowing from B to A. This is your equation number 2. Now in the third case, we have to calculate current through 8 ohm due to 3 ampere source acting alone, meaning 18 volt and 12 volt sources are to be removed. So we have to replace those sources by short circuit. So this circuit I can draw like this one. So here is a source, current source of value 3 ampere. Okay. So these two resistances 8 and 6 are in series. I will draw that combination like this one. So here it is 8 ohm, here it is, so this is 6 ohm. Now here 3 and 2, so that combination I will write like this one. So here it is 3 and here it is 2 ohm. That means this is a resistance of 5 ohm, whereas here you have the resistance of 14 ohm and we have to calculate this current. Okay, now the terminals are A and B. So here simply I can use a current divider. 8 ohm triple dash, that is current through 8 ohm due to 3 ampere only is opposite resistance is 5 divided by 5 plus 14 into 3 ampere. So this value comes out to 15 by 19 ampere. So that comes to be 0.789 ampere. Again, if we look at the direction, the direction is A to B. So let this be equation number 3. That means what we did is we have calculated current through 8 ohm resistance due to individual sources 28 volt, 7 volt and 3 ampere. I 8 ohm dash, its value is 0.947 ampere from A to B. In the next step, we have calculated current through 8 ohm due to 12 volt. Now its value comes to be 0.631 ampere, but the direction is B to A. And in the third step, we have calculated current through 8 ohm due to 3 ampere. Its value comes to be 0.789 ampere. Whatever the direction is there, that direction is A to B. Now the total current flowing through 8 ohm resistance due to all the sources is nothing but I 8 ohm dash. Since it is A to B, I will start with A to B. Now the next current is I 8 ohm triple dash, that is again from A to B, and I 8 ohm double dash. Now since it is from B to A, I have to subtract. So your value is 0.947 plus 0.789 minus 0.631. So this value comes out to be 1.9 105 ampere, and the effective direction is A to B. Problem statement is calculate current flowing through 10 ohm resistance using superposition theorem. So let us mark the terminals as A and B. The first step, calculating the current through 10 ohm resistance due to 16 volt source only. That means here 16 ampere source, since it is the current source, must be kept open. Now we have to calculate current flowing through this 10 ohm resistance. Okay, that means here the terminals are A and B. Using mesh analysis, so you can use either method. So there are two loops. So this is loop 1, this is say loop 2. If I take the loop current directions like this one, with the loop current say I1 and I2, then I will apply KVL to loop 1. So when I'm applying KVL to loop 1, so the total self resistance is 4 plus 4, that is 8I1, that is the self resistance, minus mutual resistance 4I2, and that is equal to, now this battery is forcing the current in the same direction to that of the loop current, so it is plus 16. So you have the first equation. Similarly, I will apply the KVL to loop 2. Now in the loop 2, self resistance is 4 plus 4 plus 10, that is 18I2, minus mutual resistance 4I1, and in the second loop, since there is no source, that is equal to 0. So your equation is minus 4I1 plus 18I2 equal to 0. Now if you solve these two simultaneous equations, then the value of I1 comes out to be 2.25 ampere and I2 comes out to be 0.5 ampere. Now here question is to find out current through 10 ohm, and current through 10 ohm is nothing but I2 itself. That means the first calculation, current through 10 ohm resistance due to 16 volt source only. So if we assume that to be I10 ohm dash is nothing but I2, and that is nothing but 0.5 ampere. Let this be equation number 3. Okay. Now in the next step, we have to calculate current through 10 ohm due to 16 ampere source only. That means here 16 volt source must be removed. So whatever the 16 volt battery is there, that should be replaced by a short circuit. Now if we use here say a method of current divider rule. See, your circuit is 16 ampere source here, okay, in a upward direction, 16 ampere. Now parallel to this you have a resistance of value 4 ohm, and this remaining circuitry, that means if I have this circuit, so this circuit is 4 parallel 4, it is 2, and that 2 is coming in series with 10. That means your circuit is like this one. Again I will have one more step. So this is 10 here, and this value is 2 ohm, and we have to calculate current through this. That means this 10 and 2 are in series, and that series combination is in parallel with 4 across 16 ampere source. So here current flowing through this branch, suppose if I write say I dash, and this I dash is essentially I10 ohm double dash, that is the current through 10 ohm due to 16 ampere source. So by using CDR, it is opposite resistance 4 divided by 4 plus 10 plus 2 into 16. So this value comes to be 64 divided by 16. So that value is nothing but 4 ampere. Now since the current is flowing from right to left, that means the direction is B to A. So you have the next number, say 4. So your first calculation is current flowing through 10 ohm due to the first source, 16 volt source. We have used the notation I 10 ohm dash. So this value comes out to be 0.5 ampere, and here direction is A to B. Whereas for the second step, current flowing through 10 ohm due to the next source, that is the 16 ampere, this value comes out to be 4 ampere, and the direction is from B to A. So if we use the superposition theorem, then the total current I 10 ohm, because of the two sources 16 volt and 16 ampere acting simultaneously, is nothing but, now since the directions are opposite, I have to take I 10 ohm double dash minus I 10 ohm dash. So it is 4 ampere minus 0.5 ampere. So this comes out to be 3.5 ampere, and its direction is B to A. That means the second source is dominating. That's why the current is flowing in a direction B to